Hello friends! Today we are pressing flowers for our November's journal. Well, cover. You know what I mean. Like, you can use this throughout the rest of the month, but most likely the ones that I really like I'll just put somewhere. I really love this pinkish one. Oh yeah, she's a beaut. There's little pink petals. It's falling apart, so I made sure to just include it on another sheet. This was done on September 18th. It recommends about 2 weeks if you're pressing flowers before you use it, minimum. I know there's a technique involving like heating it up in the microwave, and I don't know anything about that. This was just something that I found to be very interesting and I wanted it, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this thing. Previously I would just put them in a big book and forget about it, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I wonder how my flowers are doing. But yeah, this was done on September 18th, and November 11th I broke this back out to use for my November journal. I like swiping flowers when I'm going on my walk. I don't know if that's, like, I always feel weird about it, because sometimes you're like, God, is anybody looking at me? I'm like, nobody cares. It's never like a lot, but sometimes, and really most times, it's flowers from like a bouquet, or even like a grocery store bouquet of flowers. This long flower was the most disappointing. I was so excited for that one. I was seeing those everywhere in different variations of color, and for all that pigment to just disappear was heartbreaking. And when I was unboxing this almost 2 months later, I had forgotten how pink that flower was. I was like, oh, I guess I grabbed a purple flower. And then editing this video, I was like, oh, that pink was beautiful. But I'll be honest with you, like, this jeweled purple is what I kind of think of when I think of November, so that kind of works out. This November journal is very plain because I don't have any creative inspiration for November. Nothing really big happens in November. I mean, I could have done something for Thanksgiving, and I know in 2020 I did something political, but even in 2021's November, it was kind of just like this simple, almost boring cover art. the flowers had me very inspired to do just very organic shapes, nothing too crazy. I had like a little swirly vine and then these little skinny vines that I'll put little leaves on later. Or you'll see me put the leaves on. Yep, here they are. Very satisfying, and I never am too concerned about staying in the lines or anything like that because just go over with a black marker, re-outline everything. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. It's for me anyway. The problem is sometimes when I'm not inspired or I don't have a good quote or a good cover art idea, I just like kind of let my journal go and then I don't journal, which sucks. So it's a little plain this month, but it's better to have a plain one and journal frequently than not have one and then not journal. So yep, this is my typical outlining one side of the letters. Usually I'm more organized and I have like a whole plan. This I'm like, nope, we're just gonna do what feels good and that's it. I do like the green and the purple. Like I said, these jeweled colors always kind of felt like fall. That's nice. Like I said, I like the green and the purple. This gold is also nice. You can see that I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, so just sticking with the organic lines. I was just freehanding it and then doing swirls and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I filled up the entire page with these spoilers. Also, I don't know if you caught what I used for the flowers. I always try to use rubber cement or paper cement, depending on what you call it, or like the brand that you get it. It's just easier and it holds like those little loose leaves, and I know it looks kind of bad that paper looks a little darker, but that'll fade because it's just wet. But yeah, that's the best usage, that's the best glue is the rubber. This is November. This is the finished product. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want or not. Whatever. Live your life.